But it doesn't conclude this part of the graduation ceremony. As I promised earlier this afternoon, the last part of this particular section of the graduation ceremony would be the awarding of the research paper prizes. But before I give the floor to the chair of the jury, I'd like to say that this year, for the first time, we will confer 4 prizes. The reason being, in March this year, the Institute Board of the ISS decided to institute an extra, a new prize called the Jos Mooi RP Prize, to honor her contribution to not only the ISS, but to honor her contribution in the field of public policy and development management, the field in which Jos was an associate professor. So this year, 4 prizes were available. I'm not sure whether the jury indeed awarded 4 prizes, because the jury was, or the work of the jury was secretly done. I knew who the members of the jury were, but I do not know well, I've just seen it. But before that, I did not know the jury's verdict. What was unknown to you was also the membership of the jury. This year we had 3 members in the jury, 2 from the ISS and 1 from outside. From the ISS, we had David Wups, who is Senior Policy Advisor in the Office of, erstwhile, Office of Research, Policy and Advisory Services, and as such professionally engaged with assessing academic work on a daily basis. We had Dr. Wendy Harcourt, who is at the ISS Associate Professor, and we have from the University of Amsterdam, and I already announced why we have an extra chair here, but you will have seen that she used the chair halfway through the afternoon. From the University of Amsterdam, and I'm very honored that she was able to accept my invitation. From the University of Amsterdam, we have Dr. Jacobijn Oldhoff, who is Program Director of the Master's Program in Development Studies. And it's to Jacobijn that I now give the floor.
Well, thank you very much, Freek. I'm actually very happy to stand here, to stand in front of you, and to be able to graduate you all, first of all, because it's a very happy and joyful afternoon for all of you. I would actually like to read out a text that we composed together, the 3 of us, the 3 members of the jury. The 2 other members of the jury couldn't be here, so I'm really speaking on behalf of all 3 of us. As Freek already said, the members of the jury for 2013 were Wendy Harcourt and David Wups. And we would like to thank Freek Schiphorst for his invitation to have the honor and pleasure for serving on the jury. We are delighted to award 4 prizes. So yes, we are awarding 4 prizes from among all the excellent papers nominated. We are pleased to say that while all research papers submitted were of a very high standard, and we congratulate all of those nominated, we were unanimous in our decision in awarding the prizes. The 4 research papers were chosen for their academic excellence, for their innovative methodologies, for their interpretations and originality, as well as their significance for development theory and practice. All 4 of them are deemed to be of publishable quality, and we recommend them for the ISS working paper series, and also for publication elsewhere. What is outstanding in all 4 is their out-of-the-box approach to development studies and practice. All 4 share not only excellence in analysis and presentation, but also obvious passion and concern with the issues they have so carefully and convincingly elucidated. We congratulate them and the ISS for producing such excellent research papers of high quality on relevant and important topics for today's global world. Without further ado, we would like to announce the research paper prizes in alphabetical order, together with a very brief recommendation by the jury and conclude by announcing the Jos Mooi Research Paper Award. The first to be awarded in memory of our much missed colleague and the last Dean of Education, Jos Mooi. Freek already introduced this prize. The first research paper that we award with a prize is at the forefront of theoretical debates. It combines a social justice and human rights approach with a resistance discourse on a complex and politically challenging topic. It is very well written, it has a thorough analysis of the literature, and the research paper dives deep into the research using historical as well as contemporary records with highly convincing and engaging argumentation. That was our evaluation of this paper. And the winner, the person who's behind this paper, is Beryl Sakir. The jury recommendation for the second graduate reads as follows. The research paper is a highly compelling, carefully structured and well-presented piece of writing which gives an innovative and honest analysis of age and sex works in the Netherlands. Pushing the boundaries of development discourse, as one of the jury said, it should make policymakers think twice again, as it weaves empirical data and theory in a clear and strongly argued research paper. It seems that many people already know. That's Sarah Koumans. The third graduate who wins a prize wrote a research paper which we found is beautifully written, and it's highly impressive. It has a highly impressive theoretical discussion of the complex and critical area of food sovereignty. It should be more of a surprise. It boldly tackles the multiple contestations around food sovereignty, and taking this timely and crucial topic of today, it presents 3 interlinked discussions on scale, geography and institutions in a very well structured and highly convincing research paper. Cristina Schiavoni. Finally, we have the pleasure to announce the Jos Mooi Research Paper Award to honor and remember the academic contributions of Jos Mooi to ISS and to development studies. This special prize is awarded in the memory of Jos Mooi for its topicality and challenge to the politics of public policy and development. The research paper we selected as the prize winner is a highly original and innovative, a passionate and engaged ethnography that speaks to a core development issue, inequality, which is in fact the topic at the heart of the work of Jos Mooi. The paper explores the consequence of mismanagement of development policy, played out in the lives of hope of youth in Spain, living through today's current economic crisis. The research paper methodologically challenges how local and global development policy is failing to respond to the concerns of youth, too often written off as a lost generation. In a nice reversal of what is usually in development studies, the research paper is written by a Mexican young woman about Spanish youth. In its clear focus and engagement in what inequalities means across generations, and the deep implications for development policy, in developed as well as developing contexts, it's a challenging and important piece of writing. It echoes the ways in which Jos Mooi pushed all of us in the ISS, and in development studies in general, to consider with courage the results of the mismanagement of development and to question profoundly the politics of development and theory and practice. The winner of the Jos Mooi Research Paper Award is Paulina Trejo Mendes. Lastly, I would like to bring some special greetings and apologies from the 2 members who couldn't be here today to congratulate the winners in person. All 3 members of the jury agreed that we learned a tremendous amount from reading the papers, and it was a great pleasure to be called on to comment these colors. We are sure they will have much more to say as they continue their research work, and we hope to continue to read and learn from them in their future writings. Thank you again, and again, congratulations to all of you.
Thank you. And that concludes this part of the ceremony. You may switch on your telephones again to loud. May I invite you to move up 1 floor to the atrium to have a drink and celebrate with each other, share with each other the joy of this afternoon. Thank you very much.